Okay, hey guys, so what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, this is probably not like the best first video to watch of mine because this is just gonna be me talking about my life and like how it's been hard. And I just wanted to update you guys and basically explain like everything that's been going on because there's been a lot. It's literally stuff from the beginning of the year that is still to this day affecting me. And yeah, I haven't really updated and really talked about what's going on in my life in a really long time because it's all been really hard and I just don't really want to talk about it. I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm in a better place because I'm definitely still in honestly an awful place, but I'm gonna lose my train of thought so much in this fucking video. I need a hit if I'm gonna get through this fucking video. I don't really remember what I was just saying. I completely just lost my train of thought. So I'm gonna start off. I wrote some notes, sort of like a layout of this video, more like broad notes for me to like elaborate on. Put it into two different categories. It's my health and then my mental health. I'm gonna start off with talking about my health and what's going on there. So this has to do with my mental health, but I was bakeracted on February 4th, and the reason why I know that is because I took a picture in the hospital for some reason. So February 4th, I was bakeracted. I want to make a full video explaining my entire experience, why that happened and all that, because it was a lot. It was a huge experience for me and it was a lot to deal with. But for right now, I'm just gonna give you like a rundown or a gist of how that happened. I had been really, really bad in February. I mean, okay, I hate saying like I was really bad then because I'm kind of bad now too, but like I was really dealing with it in February. I was cutting, I was crying all the fucking time, like I was a fucking mess. Same now, but like it was bad. I remember this night so well because I was crying at home, super fucking depressed, just like borderline suicidal. I was talking to my friend at the time. I was talking to him how like I need someone right now because like I'm not okay. And then he said to come over. So I left my house, I was on my way there, and I got a text from him saying that my ex-best friend was there and she didn't want me there. I was already super emotional, such a fucking mess, and like I was counting on being able to go there to just like have someone there for me, you know? Like I was just really fucking counting on that. And then he told me, okay. And then he told me that and it literally broke me. It was like 0 to 100. Well, it was like 50 to 100 because I had already been really bad that day. So I was just driving around, I was crying. I probably drove around for like 30-40 minutes in silence, just driving around crying and just like thinking about how much I want to die and how much I don't want to be here anymore and I just need this to end. And then I ended up calling my mom, which I am so proud of myself, and I don't even care like if it's stupid to say that, like, because I'm like very proud of myself because I called my mom and I was honest with her and I told her like I want to kill myself, like I want to die, like I don't know what to do because I don't want to. I literally hate talking about this. I was just talking to her about how like I didn't want to be here anymore and I wanted this to end and I don't know what to do and how scared I was. And then she said to drive to my grandma's house because my family has like a vacation house here and they were in town at the time. So she said, drive there, be with our family, I will come and pick you up. So my dad and my mom drove together so that my mom could drive my car back with me and then my dad could drive his truck back. I was there for probably like 20 minutes trying to keep myself together in front of my family, and then like they were just like trying to distract me and we were watching TV and like whatever, and then my mom could kind of see that like I'm not okay. So we ended up leaving and I was in the car and my mom was trying to talk to me, trying to calm me down, trying to understand like what was happening. And I just kept telling her like I want to die, I don't want to be here, I can't do this, like I need this to end, like I don't know what to do, I'm so scared, like just all that shit. And then she said, okay, we're going to the hospital, I'm bringing you to the hospital. And then she called my psychiatrist. He wasn't in the office because it was really late, but then we talked to someone else and then she said like yes, she needs to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. I was in there for 3 days, and like I said, I want to make a full separate video like talking about my experience in there, but that's just like where it was at, and that's why I was bakeracted. That's like just scratching the surface too. The reason why I'm talking about this while like in like talking about my health, like this category I guess, is because being bakeracted, I was sick. When I went to the hospital, I had the flu. It was really bad. I was throwing up the entire time. I couldn't hold anything down. I had a fever every single night. I didn't eat for like 3 days because I couldn't hold anything down. And then when I got out, obviously like I was still a little bit sick, but I was like recovering. Those 3 days of not eating triggered something, I guess, and has caused this giant problem that I'm still dealing with today, and it's getting worse and worse every single day. Since February, and since this all happened, I've had stages where I just either can't hold food down, it makes me super sick, or I'm just not hungry at all. I was also making myself throw up for a period of time, I would say like 2 or 3 months straight. Or not straight, it didn't happen every single day, but it was going on for like 2 or 3 months. It wasn't even because like I felt guilty for the food that I was eating, because I didn't even eat much. It was like I would literally have like a bite of something or a few bites of something, and I would feel so sick, and like I would just feel shitty. Like I would just feel like I needed to throw up and nauseous and just like gross. So I made myself throw it up because I thought that would make me feel better, which obviously like it did, but it didn't. It's just been that constantly, and I'm still dealing with it today. I literally have a bowl of soup right here that I made 3 hours ago, and I took 2 bites of it because I just don't want it. So when I was in the hospital, they took my blood work, and I didn't get the results back until March. So I was admitted in February, and then I saw my psychiatrist a month after, I think, to get my blood results, and my results were not good. I found out that I have anemia. My doctor was telling me that my anemia is so bad that I'm never going to be able to get rid of it, and I'm always going to have it, which sounds like a big deal, but like it's very easily maintained. Like it's very easy to take care of, I guess, if you actually take care of yourself, you know? So yeah, I was very, very low on iron. My anemia is an iron deficiency, and also I was very low on vitamin D. So those are the 2 things that I was very low on. My iron levels were dangerously low. I lost like 20 something pounds. I am underweight, apparently. I don't know why I just laughed. That's like so not funny. I'm underweight for my height. This video is gonna be like literally all over the place. I'm such a mess. But yeah, on top of that, I'm barely sleeping. I mean, you guys saw that vlog. Like I don't sleep. Like I didn't sleep for 48 hours during that day. Like I don't fucking sleep. Literally go like 2 days without sleeping. And these last few days I've been so run down, and I go to bed at like 5 a.m. and then I don't wake up until 4 in the afternoon or like 3 in the afternoon because I'm just so tired all the time and just so out of it. It's literally like 24/7 all the day, like all the day, what? 24/7, literally all the time. I am super run down. I feel super weak, and like my body hurts like so bad, like everywhere. Like I have really bad shoulder pain and really bad back pain. It's just been really bad. Like this is like, it's, I've just been feeling really out of it, like super just fucking out of it. Like half the time I don't know what's going on, half the time I don't know what to say, half the time I can barely speak. Like the symptoms of anemia fucking suck, especially when you do not take care of yourself. Like I do not take care of myself. I'm supposed to be taking an iron pill every single day, and I was supposed to start that in March, and I have taken 2 iron pills since then, and that was today and yesterday, because I'm actually starting to fucking take my iron pills, which is so bad that it's literally been this long and I let it get this far. But I want to get my blood taken again and see where I'm at now, and I need to go to the doctor and like, okay, I'm sorry, my shoulder just hurts so fucking bad. I just need to go to the doctor and get a checkup because shit's bad. I literally actually went to the doctor and I told her that I'm throwing up everything, like my stomach hurts all the time, like I'm losing a ton of weight, I'm super out of it like all the time, and she said try Tums. So that was a great doctor's visit. She really helped me. Thanks, girl. Another thing, I've had lots of dizzy spells, and I've had dizzy spells for the past like 2-3 years. Like usually when I stand up too fast or something like that. I was having these problems, and I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, I actually went to the doctor to get it checked out because it was happening so much, and I got I don't know what it is, but when they like look at your heart or whatever, and they thought I had a heart problem, and then I went to a specialist, and then the specialist said that there was nothing wrong. The doctor said that all the dizzy spells are normal because I'm a teenage girl and it's just like normal or something. So I was like, cool. But obviously now they're happening more. I have lots of dizzy spells, and it's not just like as I'm standing up. A second ago when I was writing down all of this shit, I was getting dizzy laying down, like sitting down, like I felt like I was gonna pass out, and it just happens all the time randomly. So that's great. I also got a concussion. This is actually a funny little story time because how it happened is funny, the rest of it's not funny because it was so painful and I was in like, it was just a lot. But I ended up getting a concussion and a bruised tailbone, which like I said, I'll go in more in depth when I tell that story. But that gave me really bad migraines for months. My concussion didn't really go away it went away after like 2.5 months or something. Also, my tailbone took forever to fucking heal. It hurt so bad for so long. Do not go to the tanning beds and lay down when you have a bruised tailbone. Not fun. So yeah, that happened, and I still get really, really bad headaches to this day, but I don't know if it's because of the concussion or if it's because of all my other problems. Yeah, that's kind of how my health is going. It sucks. Like I said, need to go to the doctor and get my blood results again and updated, and I need to start taking my iron pills and actually like maybe eating and taking care of myself. I've been getting better these last few days, sort of. I've been eating at least a meal a day, so that's like a lot better for me. That's really the end of my health there. It's just, it's a work in progress. I'm working on it. I'll get better eventually, hopefully. That was already a lot, but do you want to move on to my my mental health? Because that's even more fun. So my mental health, lovely. Okay, like I just told you guys, I got bakeracted. That is kind of like the start of my update with my mental health. Right before I was in the hospital, like I explained before, I had this ex-best friend and we had just stopped being friends, so I was dealing with that at the time. And then when I got out of the hospital, a few weeks after I got out of the hospital, me and my best friend at the time, he was the guy that I was going to his house the night that I was bakeracted. The girl ex-best friend said don't come over. That just, I don't know if that made sense, but hopefully it did. So that guy, a few weeks after I got out of the hospital, those weeks we were so close. Like we were hanging out like every single day, every single night. We would hang out until like 3 a.m. We'd go to parks. Like it was a good fucking friendship the last few weeks. And then we had a falling out. I confronted him for just like kind of being a shitty friend, and he did not appreciate that. So we stopped being friends. So I was dealing with not having friends anymore and being kind of alone, and then I was hanging out with just like random people once in a while. And the next thing that occurred that impacted me a lot, I can't talk about on the internet because I haven't even told like a lot of people that like I would need to tell to put this information on the internet. But something very traumatic happened to me, and it gave me PTSD, which I just stopped dealing with a few weeks ago. Like, I mean, obviously I'm still dealing with it, but like it's started to get better. And it really doesn't make sense what I'm saying right now because you don't know what happened, but like I said, I just can't talk about that on the internet. I'm just like not, I don't know. I think I'm ready to talk, honestly, I think I'm ready to talk about it on the internet. I'm just not ready to tell some people in my life about what happened. So yeah, after that, I was really broken and I was a fucking mess. I mean, I'm always a fucking mess, but I was a fucking mess. My sister could see that I was incredibly depressed and I very much needed friends. So she very nicely like brought me along to things, and then I started getting closer with her friends, and then eventually her friends became my friends and we would hang out and it was just like a good time. My sister's best friend and her had a falling out at the same time me and my sister had a falling out. So me and my sister's best friend got really close, and I basically lived at her house for like a month straight, and it was honestly one of the best times of my life. Then my sister and this friend started becoming friends again, and me and my friend started distancing. Okay. It's funny because I remember when my sister and this friend started getting close again. It started to happen while I was still staying at our house. And I remember one night we got home. Didn't think about this until like a week ago, and I was like, holy fuck, like I was fucking right. But me and this friend were talking about my sister. We were kind of talking about how she was getting closer with her again, but me and my sister were still not getting along. So it was kind of awkward. I remember telling her that when you become friends with my sister again, we will never hang out. Like, we won't see each other anymore. Like, I bet in a month we're not going to be friends. And she was like, no, like, what are you talking about? That's not going to happen. Of course, like, that won't happen. And it's just, like, crazy to think about that now because we're not friends anymore, and that was like a month ago. Okay, so basically, I should explain when me and this friend started like distancing and why we're not friends anymore, I guess. I had a very bad episode, I guess you could call them. I really don't know what it was. It was a really bad fucking panic attack. We went back to my ex-best friend's house, I guess you could say. It was me, my ex-best friend, my other friend, and then my sister. And that night I just felt really down and just really depressed. So I asked one of them if they would sleep in the same room as me so I didn't have to be alone. And I was just like kind of an emotional mess. None of them really cared. None of them cared. So I asked literally all three of them and none of them like wanted to move. None of them cared, basically. It's just like, no, I don't want to draw it out. Like, they didn't fucking care. I ended up sitting in the bathroom and I was just having a full-blown fucking panic attack, like crying, like I couldn't stop shaking, like I was just like losing it. And I was like, I need to die, I want to die, like I need to hurt myself, like all this shit. And this was a few weeks ago, by the way. And so I went back out and I was sobbing and I was like, please, it was literally the saddest fucking thing. And I was like, can someone please just sleep with me? Can someone please just come with me real quick? Like, can someone just talk to me? Like, shit like that. And again, they didn't care. I don't want the people that I'm talking about right now to watch this video and hear that I keep saying, like, they didn't care, they didn't care. Whatever they're gonna say back to what I'm saying, I guess. From my perspective, from my view of the night, they didn't care enough about me to just sleep in the same room as me so that I was okay. Also, another thing I want to say that I forgot to mention when I was filming is a lot of the times when I have these panic attacks where I can't control my emotions, I can't control how I act, to be honest. It feels like I have no control of how I act. I constantly get told that I'm crazy and blowing this out of proportion. That does not help when you are having a panic attack and you feel like you're losing your mind, and then people are straight up telling you to your face that you're crazy. It just doesn't help to be told that when you're already struggling so much. So I was in the bathroom, literally like screaming, crying, just like not sure what to do. I couldn't really control myself. Like, I just didn't know what to fucking do. I ended up grabbing a razor from the tub and I cut my wrists a shit ton. And I felt so alone and like just like so done, because I had some of my closest friends and like my own sister, and like I don't want to put this out and talk about this on the internet because I don't want people to get, I don't want anyone to get shit for anything, because I don't know, whatever. I just want to be fucking honest. I don't care anymore. I just want to be honest. I just remember feeling so broken and just like, how can I live another day like this? How can I do this when I have like the closest people to me right now in the same house and I'm still alone and I still don't have anybody? It really broke me. And then I remember finally going to bed. I went into the room and I went to bed and I was alone in this bedroom. My other friend had left early before I woke up, and then when I woke up, I just remember it being really weird around my sister and then my ex-best friend. It was just awkward. Like, they didn't want to talk to me, they didn't want to be around me, like it was just fucking awkward. I barely remember this day, to be honest. Like, this day is such a fucking blur. Oh my god. I hate talking about this because like this day was so hard for me because I was in so much pain, and I literally like feel like I blacked out most of the day. Half the things I did I don't remember doing. It was just an awful day. I had another panic attack that day and then got in a huge fight with both of them, and then ended up storming out of the house, leaving, and then I came back and then they hid my keys for me, and then it was just a huge thing. Like, after that we just stopped being friends, which honestly has been one of the hardest things to get my head around these last few weeks, because a friendship is over because I had a panic attack and I'm just really bad mentally right now, and it's just really sad that a friendship that I thought meant something, it's really just that. Like, I thought that friendship meant something and it meant something to me, but clearly it didn't to the other person, because it's just, I don't know what to say about that. It's just hard to realize, I guess, to accept the fact that you're not friends with someone because you're going through a hard time. And I get that other people are going through a hard time, and when you're dealing with hard shit, it's really hard to be around someone else who's dealing with hard shit too, but you don't abandon a friend like that, especially after promising for months that you're always there for them, and then you just leave. It's just like not really okay, and it really fucks with someone's head, especially when they're already fucked up to begin with. It was also the fact that the first ex-best friend that I talked about, I would talk about her with this second ex-best friend. This is so confusing. I'm so sorry. I should have just given them names, but whatever. I literally talked about my old friend and how she treated me like shit, and how she made me feel like my mental health didn't matter, and just everything along those lines. And then the fact that I talked to this person about that, and then you basically just treat me the exact same way. It's just hard. Now we're kind of caught up to me these last few weeks, and these last few weeks have basically been me in my room by myself, finding ways to entertain myself, like editing videos, watching Netflix, like just trying to find things to do because I have no friends anymore. Recently I've started making other friends and hanging out with other people. I don't really have any close friends that I hang with all the time. I just have people that like I occasionally hang with. So it sucks. I'm very fucking lonely, and it would be wonderful to just have some friends. I always make jokes about not having friends, but it's not really funny. It does actually really suck, because I do feel, alone all of the time, because I really don't have anyone to hang out with, and the only person I have to talk to is Val, and she lives in fucking Arizona, so can't really just go hang out with her. That's why I want to go to Arizona so bad. If you didn't watch my Please Help Me video, please help me. I'm trying to go to Arizona to see my friend Val, and I'm hella broke. If you want to donate to this sad ass girl, leave my Venmo below, but don't feel like you have to send me any money. If you have any extra cash, like, that's much appreciated, but like, don't stress. I've been talking for so long, so I'm kind of just gonna give you like a summary of how I've been these last few weeks. I keep having stages where I'm really depressed. I'm just in my room all the time by myself doing random shit, or I'll get this random boost of motivation and energy and self-love, and I'll start getting my shit together, and then it'll just fall apart again, and it's just like a cycle of that. My depression and my anxiety have been really bad. I'm really sad a lot. Kind of sucks when you're just like depressed all the time and you just like don't want to do anything, and that's what I've been dealing with, and it sucks, and I just want a change of pace. That's why I want to go to Arizona so bad, because I just want to get the fuck out of here. My anxiety has gotten really bad these last few weeks. I just keep getting really, like, I just get anxious, like, for no fucking reason. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I get so anxious that I'm still in bed, but like, I'll still sleep in because I'm exhausted as fuck and I can't get the fuck out of bed because I'm so tired and just like drained and whatever. But like, I just have anxiety the entire time that I'm in bed, and I'm like, I should be up, I should be doing something. I'm gonna get in trouble if I'm in bed, which I won't. My parents don't care, like, nobody cares. But like, I don't know, I just have this thing where I'm just like, I just have anxiety over the stupidest fucking things. But yeah, that's how my life's going. I don't really know how to end this video, but like, that's my life. That's like what I've been dealing with. It sucks, but I'm getting through it, and I've been trying to find more ways to distract myself and kind of move my life forward a bit. Thanks for watching this video. It was probably really long. Thanks for pulling through. I'm gonna stop talking. I've been talking for so long. If you watch this video, thank you so much, and thanks for listening to my story. Thanks for listening to what I'm going through, I guess. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.